Hey man.
Hey man.
Hey man.
Hey man. How dope is this?
It's a cool hat.
Yeah. It made me put on this sweater.
Bummer.
What? I feel like the hat goes perfectly with the sweater.
Hey, you look like the grandma, and grandma got run over by a reindeer.
First of all, there's no actual video of grandma got ran over by a reindeer. What are you talking about?
Not that you know of. You look like you should be the grandma, and grandma got run over by a reindeer.
Are you saying that my cardigan is less fashionable than your
Yeah.
pullover?
Yeah.
Are you out of your mind right now?
But you just don't know Adventure Time. It's okay.
I know Adventure Time, dude.
Fair.
And I would
Name
tell
the main
you.
character.
Huh?
Name the main character.
Splork.
Nope. You already said that.
Yippee Kippy.
You really have actual names, right?
Oh, John.
Close.
Really?
Yeah.
Jack?
Close.
Jake?
There you go. That's the dog. What about the guy?
Regular name?
Yeah.
Mark?
Nope.
David?
Nope.
Tim?
Nope.
This is boring.
Finn.
Finn. I was close.
Not really.
Dude,
None of those started with an F.
Are you, this does, fuck you. Are you telling me that this cardigan is less fashionable than your Finn, Splork, Mark, Jake pullover?
Yeah.
The combo of the glasses, by the way, John Ryan, I bought this new hat for the, what is it? The Lake
County Captains.
Lake County Captains. I didn't think you'd top yourself with the pickles hat, dude. But my buddy John Ryan, dude, you topped yourself with this hat.
You haven't even done the intro for the episode yet.
Well, I'm just getting to the fact that you think your pullover is more fashionable than this. Now, I've said it before. Sometimes it does look like I shop at the Denver airport.
Oh, yeah. Well, you do shop at the Denver airport.
True. I usually do pick up one.
We both do, and I'm okay with that.
But I didn't get this at the Denver airport.
No.
I got it from Faraday. Faherty, I think is the name of the place I got it from.
Okay.
Okay, let's put it out to people.
Okay.
Who looks?
I just think it's, I know I won because you're getting way more angry about it.
I'm not angry.
You're getting hyped up. You're like, are you kidding me? Are you telling me I'm less fashionable? I know I am. That's why I'm just over here.
Well, I'm actually trying to make the podcast interesting by giving it some energy. I'm not actually upset.
I'm a chill guy,
You're a chill guy? Okay.
Yeah, he doesn't know that meme.
What meme?
Exactly.
Palpatine meme.
No, I mean, we did talk about that, the Palpatine meme the other week. But
do it.
Yeah, do it. Yeah.
Okay, I want to put it out to everybody who's watching this right now. Hat, glass, sweater combo, more fashionable than this dude. Although you do,
I rock everything.
You could
I make everything look good.
You could be modern day Shaggy.
That's why I model my goatee off of. Yeah. Remember when I used to walk like him too? When I would flip my feet up and down? Yeah, I used to do that.
Yeah.
Have you ever noticed in Scooby-Doo, he walks, but he flips his feet up every time.
Yeah.
It makes him really hard. I used to do that. It's fun.
Yeah, you get the same long legs and long arms.
Yeah.
And
the goatee that has only 3 chin hairs. Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, I like it though, dude.
Yeah, it's my model. It's my inspiration. It's Shaggy. If you look at it though, I'm pretty much Shaggy.
Yeah, nah, okay.
A little bit.
All right, yeah. Not that far off.
Pretty close. The only thing I'm missing is a talking dog.
Dude.
If Milo could talk, what's always funny? Always funny is I've always wanted to play a joke on people, or just imagine your dog just came up to you and was just like, no one will ever believe you, and said it out loud to you, and then just went back to not talking. No one would ever believe you.
No.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just trying to figure out how to play a trick like that on somebody.
One of my favorite scenes, low key, from a movie that is also low key of one of my favorite comedies, a movie called Road Trip. And
Roadhouse?
Roadhouse. And it has one of my, and I will tell you also, there was a guy that I used to use as motivation. I pick out somebody in the gym to hate.
Yeah.
There was an actor that I used to do that to who would motivate me to, I hate to say this because I've met him and he seems like a nice dude. And I have friends who know him and they like him. Breckin Meyer.
It's a bad name.
I used to use.
It sounds like a grocery store.
It kind of does. I used to use Breckin Meyer as this fucking Breckin Meyer. And I listen, you know, I use weird things as motivation. But Breckin Meyer's in this movie. And, yo, dude, there's a talking dog in the movie where this old dude smokes weed for the first time in a while. And it's just him and his dog on the patio. And the dog looks at the old dude because the old dude's wife's inside. And the dog says, "Tell that bitch to make us some pancakes." I fucking love it. I could be paraphrasing, but that's how I remember it.
It's funny.
It's so funny, man. I low key road trip. I went back and watched it, and it does not hold up.
I feel like a lot of old movies don't.
Nah, a lot of movies just to play into the time, you know,
right?
And the type of humor that was funny at the time, like Animal House, doesn't hold up.
Really?
No. Caddyshack, I guess.
No.
Yeah, dude. Caddyshack holds up. Like the Bill Murray parts hold up because Bill Murray is timeless.
Bill Murray.
And there's parts of Chevy Chase that hold up, but
what the Three Amigos?
Totally holds up.
Okay.
Have you seen Three Amigos?
Yeah, a long time ago.
Tommy Boy holds up.
Well, Tommy Boy's never gonna not hold up.
I mean,
that guy, if there's a day that comes where I don't find fat guy in a little coat funny, shoot me.
But okay,
like that fat guy is how that's
so
never
funny.
enough. Housekeeping, go away.
So
I'm trying to sleep. It's so funny. Like,
but you know what doesn't hold up, which was a huge like movie in the 80s, probably is Naked Gun.
Never seen it.
Yeah,
don't need to see it.
Remember when we were over quarantine? You were like,
"Give me a list of movies to watch." We never got past the first one.
We watched the first one, and then you guys both fell asleep. No, we got to the second comedy.
What was the second one?
You fell asleep repeatedly during Naked Gun.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, not maybe. You did, and I
was really fucked up for a lot of COVID.
For me, it was between Naked Gun and Airplane, but I figured Naked Gun is a little newer, so I'm gonna have him do. And you and your mom both fell asleep.
Yeah.
You asked us.
I remember. I remember what it was. Yeah. I asked you for your top 10 comedies.
I think you said top 5. 10 would have been. But with the first one we watched, did you think it was funny?
Windy City Heat?
Yeah,
super funny.
Good Lord.
Yeah, you know how many open mic comics I've told to go watch that movie? So many.
Windy City Heat, guys.
Yeah. And
I think you can only see it on YouTube now.
Correct.
But it is the first one of those movies.
It's a movie inside a movie. The whole second movie is a prank.
Yeah, guys, they pulled a prank on this guy and made him think like he was cast the lead in a movie. So they had to film the movie while they were filming the prank movie. It is so genius. Bobcat Goldthwait directed it. A guy named Don Barris set it up. Genius.
Yeah, that's pretty smart.
By the way, hey everybody, welcome to Hey Man.
Yeah.
I'm Josh.
I'm Jacob.
Hey man.
What's up?
But yeah, I would say that a big bummer from quarantine, which is everything. I mean, there's a new BC. I know it used to be, but BC used to be before Christ, but now BC is before COVID. And so this is, 2024 BC, PC.
Post-COVID?
Yeah. But
wouldn't it be year like
year
4?
Yeah.
5?
So 2017 BC, guys, movies was going. I miss going and having the event, and it was such a fun part of our culture.
Yeah, but they made it so expensive now to go to the movies.
Well, now, yeah,
that's the big problem.
Yeah,
is like for me, I'm not going to. I here in Vegas, I purposely will drive 40 minutes to an AMC where tickets are $8 to go see a movie.
Yeah, they've really outpriced people.
But I won't do that. I didn't do that at all this year. You know why? Because there was not a single good movie for me that gave me enough influence to be like, you know what? I want to go see that in theaters. For the first time this year, or for the first time in the last year, there's a movie I actually will like to go see in theaters, and it comes out today.
What is it?
Den of Thieves, the second one.
You know what's
You
crazy?
see the first Den of Thieves?
On purpose, I did not.
Why?
Is that a video game movie?
No, it's a heist movie.
Who's in it?
Gerard Butler, Ice Cube's kid. Dude, oh my God. The first, no.
But I love how you listed those two like I missed the new De Niro Pacino movie. Gerard Butler, Ice Cube's kid.
Gerard Butler's kid.
You didn't even, the Ice Cube's kid didn't even have a fucking name?
No, I don't even know his name. He's Ice Cube's kid, just like I'm Joshua's son. What the fuck are we doing? He gets the same fucking bullshit I do. That's okay.
But listen, Gerard Butler saying I need to go see a movie because Gerard Butler's in it is like 2012 BC.
Yeah, okay. This movie's really good. Go
Den of Thieves.
Watch the first Den of Thieves. The
Okay,
second second one just came out, and I'm for sure going to see it in theaters, and I'm super excited.
And I'll say this because I know Quentin Tarantino was saying that movies was better than TV.
Whatever.
And I would say, okay, this is a tough argument for me.
Not for me.
Because I think that the quality of TV has been better recently.
For a long time.
But the experience of going to the movies.
Right, but the experience is gone now. Because one, no good movies, and two, everything's so overpriced. You're pricing people out of that experience. Like you're not even giving people the opportunity to go see a movie.
Well, you're right.
The only opportunity you're giving them is like, Tuesdays before 4 p.m. tickets are $6. That's cool. Most of the world works.
Yeah,
like you're giving that deal to people who have no jobs.
Yeah,
that's not fair.
And
like, or kids are in school, or like you're not giving the family the opportunity to go out and see a fucking movie like we used to. Like you're pricing everybody out. So nobody wants to see a movie anymore.
Yeah,
and also. Nobody wants to work on the movies because you take 8 months out of your life to go do this when I could have worked on 7 different shows in those 8 months.
Well, people do want to work on movies.
But you know what I mean? Like I honestly, I would choose TV over a movie if I was going to work on it.
I think it depends on the money, but shooting a movie doesn't take 8 months anymore, but it takes like 3 months.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Well, it depends. You might, like, if you're mom, it's 8 months.
Yeah, but she's directing. She's
directing,
not working
but she's also in the editing bay. Like, she's doing so much more. So, like, that's okay, sure, whatever, different. But, like, you get my point. Is TVs just seem to have more substance nowadays.
There's no argument there that I think the quality of TV shows, but that one of the reasons is because everybody now, including movie people who just used to do movies, are now writing movies, writing TV, directing TV, acting in TV.
That's what people want.
And as soon as guys like Chris Hemsworth started doing Netflix movies where you didn't have to leave your house to see the biggest stars, that fucked people. That really fucked the business. Not in an intentional way, but like, why am I now? I don't need to leave my house to see outside of Tom Cruise. Right. And by the way, I'm going to see every Tom Cruise movie.
I'm going to see Mission Impossible. 100%.
Oh, how can I not?
100%.
But
I think you, me, and mom will probably go see.
This Tarantino thing, man, I don't know. I think the experience of movies and what he's referring to nostalgically, yes.
Sure.
But there's so much good TV now.
Yeah, but the thing is, for me, is like, sure, I can still, even if it's a movie I don't really want to go see, or it's a movie like, yeah, I just kind of want to go to the movies. The experience of getting the popcorn and getting a fucking 64-ounce soda. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's the part of the experience I like. But then if I sit down and
the 64-ounce soda is what you like?
No, it's the smell of movie theater popcorn.
Yeah.
Like it's that. Yeah, 64-ounce soda is definitely what I'm fucking in for. You know that. I'm a big soda guy.
Dude, I haven't drank 64 ounces of soda combined in the last 20 years.
I had a 32-ounce soda last night.
Jesus Christ.
What? We went to Taco Bell.
Is that okay?
Maaan has been craving Taco Bell for like 6 days. So
was she also craving a kiddie pool filled with soda?
How much do you think 32 ounces
seems like a lot? This is how many ounces is this on my glasses?
Stop moving.
How many ounces is it?
This is 33.8 fluid ounces.
Okay. This is water.
Yeah, but also it wasn't actually 32.
H2O.
It wasn't 32 ounces of soda. It's more like 25 because they put the ice in and it takes away some of the volume, and it's different.
You can drink whatever you want. I don't give a fuck, really.
You do give a fuck, but
I really don't give a fuck.
I feel like sometimes you do, but you're like, yeah, it's his life. He gets to do what he wants.
That's why I don't give a fuck.
But you still are part of you is like, man, I really wish he didn't drink 32 ounces of soda.
There's no doubt about that. I would like you not to drink 32 ounces of soda.
I'm going to drink another one tonight and send you a photo just to make you happy.
Dude, fucking, I wish you could take a picture of your insides too.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, take a picture when you're on the shitter because that's not I know that'll.
But I'm always, but like, shitting is a regular part of life.
Yeah, but okay.
I don't shit like I used to. Because that was.
But that sounds like a country song. I don't shit like I used to.
Actually, not a bad one.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Pretty good. I would listen to that. But like, I'd actually not.
It doesn't come out like it did. Go ahead.
All right. You got another one?
Oh, yeah. I could do.
Keep going.
I could do that forever.
Keep going.
I used to turn and look at my poo.
What else?
But now it looks like. Yeah, I had did in there, huh?
Liquid.
Liquid. Good one. Yeah.
Eyes with did.
Yeah, dude. Fuck yeah.
That's what I
nailed it.
But so that's my thing for Tarantino. Is like, I was listening to him on the Rogan podcast, the clip of him explaining about why he like doesn't like TV shows. He was like, it's all just the soap opera and the drama, and you don't remember the bad guys from season 1 when you're on season 3. And I'm like, I think that's bullshit. Because like, if you have a TV show that is able to like bring it all together and keep the storyline and the antagonist consistent all the way through each season, you never forget. But also, like, I could look back at Game of Thrones right now and I could tell you everything about it because the show was so good.
Yeah, listen, man.
I haven't seen Breaking Bad, but I guarantee you people could do the same thing with that one. And The Walking Dead, I cut off at season 6. But my point is like,
you haven't seen Breaking Bad.
No, when I got episode 4 of season 1, I was like, this is just boring, and I canceled it. I backed out.
Yo, dude.
I'd rather watch Grey's Anatomy, which I've been doing.
That is so bananas to me.
Grey's Anatomy is awesome.
It is.
I'm on season 11 out of 20.
It is awesome.
I can't stop.
Yeah.
I can't stop watching it.
You should watch Breaking Bad.
We'll see.
Okay.
I need to finish Squid Games. I need to start the new Squid Games.
Dude. So you turned me on to Squid Game, and I watched that season
It's so quick. It's so good. It happens so fast.
I watched it, and then I went straight. I got lucky, and I timed it out to end it, so then I could start watching season 2. Season 2's better.
How's that possible?
Dude.
Well, this is my thing.
It's so fucking good.
There was a girl in season 1 who took the internet by storm. I can't remember her name, but they were like, nothing will be the same without her. And so I feel like.
Let me tell you something. I know exactly who you're talking about. She was amazing.
She was so good.
There is, and by the way, but what they did with this season 2 is a big fuck you. They just stopped at episode 7.
There's only 7 episodes?
Because their season 3 is just the second half of season 2.
That's dumb.
And the way episode 7 ended, almost like they ended it in the middle of an episode. I was like, that's it? I kept going back and checking because I was like, oh, they must be releasing it one at a time because there's no way in anyone's right fucking mind they would end a fucking season like that. But apparently they did. Yeah, it's a big but, dude, the lead from season 1,
the guy,
I want to tell you, man, his evolution as an actor in that season, that's what you want to do, man. As an artist, you don't want to play that same dude every episode. They allowed him to fucking really change.
Are you talking about in the first season?
In the first season.
Oh, yeah.
And in this season, dude, he's even more different. It's fucking amazing. It's really it's so well done. So well done. But I'm with you on Tarantino, dude. Like, I'm with you on Tarantino. I think like it's old man shit. It's
because he's been also making movies for so fucking long that like
it's old man shit. You tell me that we just listed a bunch of great ones, but let's add The Sopranos. Let's add The Wire. You telling me that and recently
Yellowstone I hear is really good. Ozark I hear is really good.
I agree with him on Yellowstone, and I watched it and I like it.
Should I watch it? It looks really good.
Yes.
I've seen a lot of it on TikTok.
I watched it and I like it. Just saying that bothers the fuck out of me.
I've seen a couple episodes on TikTok.
That
pretty good.
Bothers me to a level where I'm not sure I can describe it to you.
I can't wait to keep doing that.
You didn't watch a whole episode.
I watched the climactic parts of an episode.
Yeah, dude.
I watched a couple people get shot. I watched that episode where
TikTok thing to
I watched that episode where they got in that fight with that biker gang.
Stop it. You didn't watch the episode.
I watched most of it. It was like
How much of it did you watch?
Like 17 parts. Each video was like 3 minutes.
Why didn't you just watch the fucking episode?
Because I was on TikTok.
TikTok is so weird to me because they flag sexual stuff
Right.
for adults, but they let it go for young kids.
Correct.
And I think that is fuck. And I also think, and I do agree, like any science kind of gets pushed down.
That's how they have their own little section.
Yeah,
section.
but any stupidity gets pushed up. So to
Yeah, that's
me,
what the app is for.
but it's not, dude.
I think it is.
Not in China. In China, they push the science.
Are we in China?
No, but
Exactly.
but we're getting dumber here, and they're not getting dumber there.
Yeah, we're having way more fun than they are, though.
Yeah, just wait a couple years till we're too dumb to fucking figure out how to open up a bag of chips.
I like chips. I'll open chips.
Yeah.
When you say we, you mean all of us? I'm not going to become.
No,
so
I
stupid.
just mean the people who are younger than you.
Yeah.
But the fact that somehow school and getting smarter and an education has somehow become a negative. Now, there is no doubt that we're pricing people out. But the fact that we're talking about how we don't need it, dude, there's no doubt we need a large group of Americans who are blue collar and work with their hands and get up and go to work every day and keep this country running. But we also need a large group of engineers, mathematicians, doctors, scientists who figure out how to put together the things that the blue collar people are helping to make work. There's no doubt about it, dude. In any country, you need a mixture. And right now, the idea that education is the elite and all this shit. By the way, elite used to be something we all strive to be.
Mm.
So like, it's so weird to me. It's because we're such a black and white culture, man. There's no gray areas. You're not allowed to swim in this being true and this being true.
Mm.
You know?
Maybe use a different term than black and white.
No, black and white is the exact term.
Come on. Joke.
Let's talk about you right now.
What about me?
Your energy feels a little off.
Yeah, I don't know. I woke up weird this morning. I woke up a little not really wanting to get out of bed. Kind of just like drowning. Not drowning, but like hiding under the blankets type deal. I don't know.
What's going on?
I don't know. I'm just feeling a little I don't know if depressed is the right word, but I don't know. I think it's seasonal depression. I think it happens. It happens to me when it gets cold. I don't like the cold. I like it when it's hot.
Yeah.
Hot. The sun gives me energy, but also just like even when it's cold. Like I woke up this morning, it was 59 degrees in my house.
I know. 59 in your house?
In my house.
Okay.
We don't run the heat.
Got it.
So I figured out, and maybe this is just new to me because I'm just becoming an adult, but if I set my AC or heat to a specific temperature and it's constant and it stays at that all the time and I don't go up and down with it, does that save me money?
Yeah.
No shit. Okay. So my girlfriend, Maaan, set the internal temperature to the house at 65 at all times.
Okay.
And so like the energy bill last month was like $80. And I was like, oh, hey, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Dude, this is...
What? You got to teach your kids this. So like these are things I should know.
You've been in the house for 3 years. How did you not? You've been on your own for more. You've been in an apartment by yourself for 8 years. How did you not know that?
That's not something that I just find out. That's not. I don't know because I'm constantly changing it when it's hot and cold. What do you mean? I turn the heat on and then I turn it off, and then I turn the AC on and then I turn it off, but I don't keep it at a constant temperature. Why is it that I keep it at a constant temperature that it doesn't? Like, what's the deal with that?
Because
I'm not turning it on and off.
Yeah. There's no spikes in it. It just like keeps it at 68, and when it's 68, it turns off.
Those would be things that I would like to know.
Well, dude, you think it was my responsibility to teach you that?
I think for the guys, we know that the thermostat is something that people don't touch, even though I'm not in charge of my thermostat at home.
But you lived on your own.
What does that have to do with anything?
You were in charge of your thermostat.
Yeah. And I turned it on and then I turned it off. And then I turned it on and I turned it off. I didn't know this rule. Why am I getting yelled at?
You're not getting yelled.
I don't know what's going on. I've been here like 3 days.
You've been where 3 days?
Stop it. It's another meme.
Oh,
I just like to make obscure meme references that you have no idea what I'm talking about.
let's get back to you.
What? What about me?
What do you think's going on?
I don't know. For one, I hate my hair
Why don't we get a haircut?
because I don't want to fly to LA to see Marisa.
Why don't you find someone who cuts hair here?
Because last time I asked someone, she recommended me to a guy who does dry cuts, and that shit was bullshit. I hated my hair though.
So that's the only person you're going to try here?
I don't know. All the other people she was going to recommend me to, apparently they only cut women's hair.
Don't you think you could try to find somebody else to recommend?
Yeah, but I need a good recommendation from someone I trust. The only person that I know doesn't cut men's hair.
Why don't we ask around?
Okay.
Okay, you should do that.
Yeah, I've been thinking about it.
You've been thinking about it?
Yeah, my hair's gotten too long, so I've been like
Okay.
really staring at myself in the mirror.
So you're picking yourself apart.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
How?
And there's ways for me to fix all these things, but
Yes.
yeah, I know that. And I'm very well aware of that.
Okay.
And I have not chosen to do those things yet,
Cool.
which I don't know why, because I'm a big fan of self-sabotage.
You are. But how about we get back to maybe you letting me and your mom pay for some therapy?
No, because why?
What do you mean, why?
There's
You can pick the therapist.
yeah, but why does it always go back to therapy? I know why I'm picking myself apart, and I know that I'm doing it.
Yeah.
And
How's that going for you? I want you to know that
But
being
also-
self-aware doesn't mean you're doing anything to fix it.
I didn't say that it was.
Okay.
I didn't say that it was at all.
Yeah.
But what's me going to a therapist and talking about what you and I just talked about going to fix? It's only going to cost money.
I think therapy helps with people who are depressed. And
I think so.
you know that to be true. And you finding reasons for it not is just your depression winning out.
I think it's also just me being realistic. Like,
What? Go ahead.
I just don't know what me going to a therapist and talking about me not liking myself is going to do for me. I already did that when I was in jail. Not jail, but sober living. Like, well, that
Yeah, dude, but you think everything therapy just takes 2 months and you're fixed and you're better?
no.
It's something that you have to work on daily, but especially once a week with a therapist who can help you parse through what you're feeling and figure out ways to give you a daily routine that will help you, find your way out. Not everybody gets depressed, dude.
Right. So, but not everybody's got a therapist. So if it's just seasonal depression, why do I need to get a therapist?
But it's not just seasonal depression.
I haven't felt like this since I've been back. So
I just don't understand the resistance to doing something positive for yourself.
I don't know.
It's such youthful ignorance and / arrogance. I can't believe it.
It might be arrogant.
It is ignorance and arrogance.
Why is it ignorant?
Because you're flying in the face of reality of that just talking to somebody well-trained doesn't help lift the cloud of depression. And even if that person can help get you on a track, you have one of your uncles who was crazy depressed, dude. And it took him a little bit in therapy and a little bit of a schedule. A schedule can help with depression so much, dude. Even if you did like a schedule, or also exercise helps with depression so much, dude.
Mm-hmm. I know that. I've been talking about that.
But any of the three, therapy, setting a schedule, or exercise, but not to do any of them feels very self-destructive to me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. That's what I already said.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So we can acknowledge that you feel a little self-destructive.
Correct.
So before that morphs into something worse than just not wanting to get out of bed.
Like what?
Whatever, dude. Self-sabotage with your health, with your work, with your relationships, anything. That's where that stuff, when the self-hate starts to branch out.
Yeah, but I'm not saying I hate myself.
I know.
I'm not at that point. I'm just, unsupportive, not supportive, but unhappy with the way I look. And those are things I can easily fix.
Yeah.
Like, again, I think you're looking a little too deep. I really do. This is surface stuff for me. This is all surface. Literally surface is the way my body looks and the way my hair looks. That is literally on the surface.
Okay.
And if I fix my hair, I'll feel better about myself.
Okay.
That's it. You're looking way too deep. Not everything's as deep as it needs to be. That's my opinion.
Deep as it needs to be?
Yeah, like that whole spiel you just went into about how, like,
yeah, except I would say that people who were like, I don't like my hair, as soon as I cut my hair, I'm going to feel good about myself, will cut their hair and they feel good for 2 days and they're like, now I don't like this. And you're putting Band-Aids on.
Yeah. But also the other one is how I look. And all I know is that take two.
Uh-huh.
I need to get back in the gym, and that's what I know. And once I get rid of the gut, then we'll go from there. Like, I'm taking baby steps. I'm not just going to immediately jump into therapy, because not saying I don't need it. I feel like I need therapy. I just don't want to do it.
Okay.
But also, I just don't think it's that deep.
Okay. Yeah. I can't express myself more. I think part of it is that you enjoy me spiraling like this.
No. I knew you were going to go into it, but that's why I stopped you and said, I don't think it's that deep.
Okay. And
that's why I stopped you.
This will be the last thing I say about it. I just think that it's like people who go like, I just need to move out of this city into this city and then I'll feel better about myself. And then they move and then the honeymoon's over. And then it wasn't the move of the city or the move of the job that made them feel better, because they still didn't feel good about themselves.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying to you, I hear what you're saying about the hair and the body. And I think if those will make you feel better, cool. But if you do that and it doesn't, a week later, you're like, I don't feel as good about myself as I thought I did with my new hairdo. Reach out.
Okay.
And then let me, if you are interested. Sure. I did just also, the glib response is
what am I supposed to do? I'm just saying, sure, I will. Like,
all right, I'm with you. I love you.
Love you too. You want to fight? Like, what's the deal?
I know, because I'm looking. We have the same spot where we have long hairs on our mustache.
I have them on the ends too. Like,
me too. I got them here and right here. Your mom hates these ones where they touch my lip.
I hate them. I hate them all the way around. So I have to just like.
I try to.
No, I have to. I line myself up.
Oh yeah, good one.
I have like one of those nice little razors.
Dude, I would say, and by the way, we're talking about Squid Game and Netflix. I finally watched that Vince McMahon documentary.
I still have not seen a lick of it.
Dude.
But I also, go ahead. I remember watching him live.
It's so crazy and it's hard to say because he has done, apparently, allegedly, so many terrible things. But there's also something so oddly likable about him. Maybe it's because he's so unapologetically himself. Something about that, I don't know if likable, but there's something about somebody who's so unapologetically themselves that I don't know how to, envious about. Where there's zero fear about, this is just who I am, so eat a dick for everything else. And there's something, even though I know he's done terrible things. And by the way, I would say this about Steve Jobs too. Look, dude, did you read the book about Steve Jobs?
You asked me if I read a book?
Right.
Yeah.
Good
talk.
Midway through the book, dude, and I acknowledge all the amazing things he's done, but I was like, when is that chapter about cancer coming?
Yeah. No, he was
what a fucking dick.
Jack off, yeah.
But also, there were some things that were admirable about him. This is the crazy thing about people where nobody seems to be able to understand. Yeah, man, like everybody's got bad and everybody's got good. And so just to judge somebody for one of them is the wrong way to go. And so I would say Vince McMahon, talking to some of these people or some of the people in the doc, love him because of what he's done for their lives. And other people, obviously, he's done some fucking horrific things, allegedly, to some women and dudes.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, that's why it was so fascinating to me.
We're not discrediting any of the things that he did, by the way. Like, we're not taking away from that.
I don't think I have.
No, I just.
But that's what's so fascinating to me when you have this character and he is a character. I think he doesn't know who the real Vince McMahon is anymore. It's so crazy.
I think the real Vince McMahon, we talked about this before. I think it was the perfect part that was written for him because he wrote it for him because it's who he is.
Yes.
So that character was just a little more, not personified, but a little more amped up version of a TV version of who he always wanted to be.
Yeah, I agree.
So that's what I think the terrible part is. Do you remember the episode where he goes with the Booker T and says the N-word on SmackDown?
No.
Oh my God. I watched that live. He went up to Booker T and was like, "What's up, and said it. And they just watched him walk away. And he said it to John Cena after. He went around a whole episode just saying the N-word. It was fucking wild.
Bananas.
It was fucking wild. He wrote scripts for the things he had always wanted to do to people.
Yeah.
Which I think is incredibly fucked up.
Yeah, dude. And by the way, that comes out in the documentary. But it's interesting, right? This is what I'm saying. He did so many bad things. And then for some people did so many good things. It's why, to me, I can't get past the bad things he did.
No.
But there are parts of him that I'm like, I wish I had a little bit more of that. I wish I had a little bit more of the I don't give a fuck what anybody thinks.
I feel like you're developing that.
I am pretty damn close.
Yeah, I know.
Pretty damn close. But not having it and being a people pleaser took a lot out of me over the last 20 years that I wish I could get back. But can't go back with that shit. Can only move forward.
Mm-hmm.
But like, this is like, it's why the doc is so interesting. It's why he's so interesting. Because there are parts, and by the way, he's a fucking bold-faced liar throughout the entire documentary. You're like, he's saying things that clearly are not true.
I'm not stunned.
Dude, it's so crazy. But I'll tell you something, dude. I think, like, if you just look at the heel, right? How they set up babyface in the heel.
Mm-hmm.
I think politicians have taken a page out of that playbook and they've gone heel. Politicians have gone fucking heel. And the heels do better than the baby faces in elections, dude. When you look at these people, the people who are setting themselves up as the heels as opposed to the baby faces.
What is the baby face heel?
The baby face is the good guy.
Okay.
And the heel is the bad guy.
Mm-hmm.
But if you look at politics now, the people who get the juice are the people who set themselves up as the heel.
Yeah.
It's really fascinating. So, Jakey, tell me, are there some things you wanted to talk about today?
I did kind of want to talk about something. Have you seen that tattoo artist being criticized online for giving a 9-year-old an American flag tattoo? Speaking of politics.
Merca.
Straight Merca.
That is the most Merca thing I've ever heard. Where the obviously the kid's parents were there.
Yeah. I mean, they had to be. It's not legal if the parents aren't there and they're under 18.
Yeah.
An Arizona tattoo artist is defending himself against criticism for giving a young girl a tattoo. According to this news station, the young girl and her family went to the Black Onyx Empire Tattoo Parlor in Yuma, and their 9-year-old daughter could get a tattoo. She originally wanted a tattoo of 47th President Donald Trump on her neck.
Oh, shit.
But Sosa, a part owner of the tattoo shop, convinced her to get an American flag on her arm instead. Okay, can I pause right there? I'm using this. The fact that as a parent, you would take your kid to let them get a portrait tattoo on their neck as a fucking 9-year-old. How dare you? You should be ashamed of yourself and you should have your fucking kid taken away. Fuck all of that. Fuck that it was Trump. I don't care that it was Trump. The fact that you would even think about letting your 9-year-old get a fucking portrait tattoo of somebody's face on her neck. Call CPS. You should have your fucking kid taken away.
By the way, Matt, I was going to say pull up a picture of the parents, but I think we know what they look like.
I know exactly. Yeah. I know exactly what the company call CBS have that kid taken away from her fucking parents.
Listen,
That is bullshit. I can't fucking believe the story that I'm reading. Sorry, go ahead. God damn it. It makes me so fucking angry.
Do me a favor, everybody. When we post this in the comment section, just for fun, please post pictures of who you think these people look like. Only one Joe Dirt picture allowed, everybody.
Yeah.
But only one Joe Dirt picture allowed. But this will be really funny. But Merca, I think we know who these people are. I agree with you.
Makes me so angry.
I just past the tattoo part. I don't know if you guys know this, everybody, but totally okay to say no to your kids.
Yeah. What the fuck?
Totally okay to say, hey, when you're 18, let's revisit this. Totally good. Because I'm sure that you liked some things when you were 9 that you didn't like when you were 18. So I would put this in the same realm. Maybe she still is a huge fan of DJT. And after that, she gets it on her back, just a portrait. Who knows? But I think at 9, I think we all, if my kid was like, hey, at 9, you were like, hey, I would like a tattoo of Scooby-Doo on my forehead. I'd have been like, you know what? Just wait till you're 18 and let's figure it out. But I think 9, and I think a 9-year-old with a neck tattoo might be a little too far. Thank you for having, at least by the way, the tattoo guy is not the guy everyone should be getting mad at.
100%. Hold
on, let me just say this.
Okay.
I want to just remind everybody, one, if the parent's there, he's doing it.
It's the law. It's legal.
2, at least he talked her out of a grown man's face on her neck and just went Merca on her arm.
This story gets worse.
How does it?
However, Sosa pushed back against the critics, telling the news outlet that the family is from Turkey and the tattoos are part of a family tradition.
Yeah, dude.
What parent lets their 9-year-old get a tattoo?
Well, parents from Turkey, apparently. I think it's pretty silly.
It's so dumb.
Yeah,
it's so dumb.
Yeah.
That tattoo is on your body forever.
Why not just...
How did they say yes to a face tattoo?
This is... You know what? Here's what I'd say also.
I don't get it.
Why not go henna and see how it goes over? Because, I don't know if
it's a family tradition.
You probably don't remember this. When Trevor was 7 or 8, your older brother, 7 or 8, he said to me... Yeah, but I know maybe people listen.
Oh, okay.
So he said to me, I would like blue hair. And I said, cool. I said, let's do this. Because, you could do the spray.
Mm-hmm.
I go, let's spray it and have you go to school one day. And if you come home and you still want blue hair, because this is back a little ways when there wasn't as much eyes on bullying. I was like, they're going to be brutal to him with blue hair.
Right.
He went because listen, he wants it after a day, but I'm not going to put my kids in harm's way by giving them a fucking face. Get the henna. Give me a henna DJT right here, face, and let's see how it goes over. And if I don't like it, I can wash it off. But you're not washing off the actual tattoo. And this is why I did the blue hair. Dude, we sent him to school blue hair. He was so excited when he got out of the car.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, call me if you need anything, dude, because I knew it was going to be fucking brutal.
Yep.
Dude, he got in the car on the way home. He was like, wash this shit out right now. And I said, you got it. But
how old is he?
7 or 8.
Oh. I feel like that's the age where kids might actually think it's cool.
They did not. And maybe even if they did, the ones who didn't speak up.
Mm.
It was the ones who didn't.
Generally how that happens.
Yeah.
Generally how that works.
But like, oh boy, you and him got some crazy bullying in school. His was when he was a lot younger. Oh, no, I think his was younger.
Mine was all of school.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Yours was like 8 or 9 on.
I think it was before that.
No. That group of kids you guys were super dope together. And then it was like 9 years old. I'm trying to judge by baseball.
Yeah.
So it was 9, you were good still.
The Angels team.
So it was like 10, It was like 10 and on.
Yeah, it was like 10 till I was 18.
Yes. Yeah. Your brother was getting it definitely before then,
But not for as long.
Yeah. Well, he got it through high school. Your brother got it so early on, dude. We almost had to switch schools. He was getting in fights. And they were like, we're gonna have to kick him out of school and he's gonna have to go to a school for special needs kids. And I was like, why don't you just stop them from picking on him? And they were like, he has to learn not to hit them. I'm like, but if you stepped in,
he wouldn't hit him.
He wouldn't hit them. Now I will tell you this for me, and I'm old school. I remember telling you were like, you're having a problem on the playground.
If someone hits me, stand up for myself.
It's not what I said. I did say that, but
I said if someone hits me.
No, but I told you, dude, you were like, I'm having these problems. And I said, okay. I go, how do you want to handle it? Do you want, and this is why I got called in one day. I was like, you can tell the teachers, but if they don't do anything, dude, it's up to you to handle it. It's up to you to figure out how to do it. Mm. And you kicked one of those dudes square in the chest.
I did?
Oh, yeah. That's why I got called in that day.
Nice.
Because I was like, what happened? They were like, they told you did one of those Taekwondo side
kick.
Yep.
Drilled him.
And
got him.
The woman told me what happened. I said, cool. I asked you what happened. And you said, I told the teacher, and the teacher said, just avoid those kids. And it's a playground. They found you.
Mm-hmm.
And so the teacher didn't do anything, so you did. And they didn't. From then on out, this is what was happening. It was worse than bullying. They just ignored you altogether.
Mm-hmm.
But you got one good lick in. Heel to the chest.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm trying to think if we did anything like that. Well, your long hair, your locks of love, you got a lot of
bullshit.
Yeah. You grew your hair out for, why don't you tell everybody?
I grew my hair out for like 3 years.
Why?
For my grandmother who had cancer. So I was donating it to the company or charity called Locks of Love. So I grew my hair out for a long time.
You got a lot of shit for that.
It looks like a witch in my 8th grade yearbook picture.
That was one of my favorite things you've ever said. It was so fucking funny.
Still wish I had that picture.
We have the yearbook.
No, you don't. Why would you have the yearbook and I don't?
Because, dude, when you were throwing things out from your youth, we kept them for memorabilia.
Why?
What do you mean, why? Because it's something that you might want to have later. We have the yearbook.
Yeah, it didn't keep my Pokemon cards.
Well, there's no sentimental value for us for that.
But there's actual value to them now.
Well, you should have kept them.
You should have kept them. But you'll keep a yearbook, but not money, things that are worth money? What's the deal? Huh?
Because the sentimental stuff is worth way more to me than the Pokemon card.
But there's only one picture in that yearbook that's sentimental to you. What's the point? This is a curiosity question. This is one thing I never understood. Let me break this down. Why keep a yearbook when the only person there's only one kid you're going to look at, and there's hundreds of other kids that you don't really care about, and I'm only in the yearbook once. Why don't I just take a picture of it and keep the picture? Why keep the yearbook?
I have my yearbook from when I was growing up.
Why?
And at the time, I was like, I'm not going to want this. And my mom was like, yes, you are. And she kept it. And I'm so glad she kept it. And so you were like, I don't want this. I'm like, cool. I'm going to keep it just in case. Now, but that is sentimental stuff. The Pokemon card has no sentimental value to me. So if you don't want it, I don't want it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, sure.
I don't want it. Like we didn't keep all your art, but we kept some of it just in case you wanted to look at it when you were older or your kids wanted to see it.
What art?
From art class, growing up, dude, you get tons of art.
Oh, none of it's good.
No, it's terrible. It's awful.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
But that's not the point, dude. It's the same thing when, we'll talk about this another time, but
why?
Well, it's the same thing with like when people lose things in a house fire. Yeah, the house was important. Obviously. But you're going to find another place to live. You'll never find your grandmother's wedding ring again.
Right.
You'll never find your grandparents' wedding pictures. You'll never find the memorabilia or the family heirlooms, the things that meant something to you that you wanted to pass down to your kids or your kids' stuff or the stuff that meant something to you.
Right.
What I learned, dude, when we had to get rid of all the shit in our house is that all that stuff is just stuff.
Mhm.
But the things that I couldn't replace were my memories, man, and the memorabilia that I had from them. That is what is important. I had a ridiculous amount of shoes and whatever, but none of them. The pair of Doc Martens,
That you've had since like the 90s?
since Seattle.
Yeah.
Those may be the thing outside of like pictures and that I miss the most, just because they had so much memories.
You should have just put them in a case.
Yeah, they're gone.
Oh, I know they're gone. I'm just saying,
But-
next time if you ever run into something like that, get a case for them.
Yeah.
Get a case and just put them in storage.
But that's why, dude, like we have your yearbook because it might, when you get older and less cynical than you seem to be right now.
It's a time of my life I don't want to relive. That wasn't a fun time of my life.
Totally get it.
That's why I don't want the yearbook. Like the yearbook just gives me memories and maybe PTSD. Who fucking knows?
Yeah.
But those yearbooks in that time of my life is not stuff I want to remember.
Totally get that.
Half of high school I don't even want to remember.
Totally get that. Totally respect that. And when you get older and we're cleaning out stuff like my mom and dad are now, and we hand that to you, and if you say we don't fucking want it, it took zero effort for me to keep it. But if you do want it, and you do want to show your kids, hey, this was me. This is where I went to school. These are the 3 people that I liked. I didn't like the rest of them. Oh yeah, dude, this is where whatever. This is where I got punched in the face by an Armenian or whatever.
I did get the shit beaten out of me.
You will have that opportunity. So that's why.
Cool.
I wish you had kept your Pokemon cards too.
Me 3. Big time.
Okay, what else you got?
Okay. So this isn't an Am I the Asshole story, but this is called this is another subreddit called The Time I Fucked Up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to just read you the title.
Okay.
The time I fucked up by ignoring a lump on my balls for 23 years and ejaculating into my wife's eye, almost ruining her LASIK eye surgery. You want to hear it?
Okay, can I just clarify?
There's a lot in that title.
I thought you were telling me a story about something that happened to you.
No.
So when you first started, I'm like, what? A lump on your nuts for 23 years?
I found a lump on my nuts when I was 4.
Is this the same story?
Yes, this is all the same story.
What's ejaculating?
You want to find out?
Yeah, of
Think
course.
about it. Think about it. Just think about ejaculating. What would that be?
Ejaculating plus tooting. So he farted he farted and came at the same time and gave her pink eye.
No, pink eye's from fecal matter.
Well, that comes out of your butthole, dude. When you fart, you don't think this. Hit me.
Okay. Every once in a while, something happens so preposterous, so outside the realm of all possibility that no one will ever believe you. That has happened to me 3 times. Once I saw a squirrel disappear into thin air. Once I saw a disembodied hand cross a road in the dead of night. And once I farted into my wife's eye.
Okay. I am going to already call bullshit on this dude. A creeping hand.
Okay, the other 2, I just read the whole thing.
Okay.
23 years ago, I was 14 and had just learned about doing self-checks on my testicles for lumps. Lo and behold, he found one. He said he was worried. Parents eventually went to a urologist, examined the lump, and told him it was a varicose vein. The doctor didn't do much. And he told me, to verify this, other than squeezing the lump a few times, but he also told me not to worry about it. At worst, there was a 3% chance I couldn't have kids. So he went about his life not worrying about it.
Okay.
About 6 months ago, my wife was going ham on ham and giving me, quote, an old fashioned, if you will. We've been together.
If you will.
We've been together for 19 years, so farting in front of each other during sex wasn't a big deal. At best, it was funny, and at worst, nothing to really react to. Yes.
Okay. I want, for those of you listening and can't imagine that, it is funny.
It is funny. If you can't laugh during sex with your partner, it's...
Well, by the way, early relationship and you're farting, that's a big no-no.
Right.
But a couple years in, a couple, decade in, if you're farting, like it almost farting on the other person. And even if sex stops, it's almost worth the laugh.
Yeah, I've been headbutted during, and you just laugh, you talk for a second, and then you just you jump back.
Okay.
Like, how it works. Okay.
Let's not talk about your sex life at all.
There was just once. I didn't say when.
I just don't like it.
So there was one time, at band camp.
Yucky.
So there I was enjoying myself, but not anywhere near climaxing when I farted. And when I say I farted, I mean I ejaculated, by which I mean the fart caused me to ejaculate hard with no orgasm. My wife was caught off guard, and my cum hit her in the eye. She had just had LASIK eye surgery about 3 months beforehand, and while she was well past the healing stage, she was adamant about not rubbing her eyes anymore for the rest of her life. Something about detached retinas. Anyways, back to the ejaculating. I like how he tangents and goes back. It's super funny. So I figured this was a one-off accident, but the next time I had to fart during a private, personal session, I forced the fart out, and the same thing happened. And then again when I tried a bit later. I assumed this wasn't normal. So 23 years after my first visit, I found myself back at the urologist. At this time, they took they looked more closely at what was going on and an MRI and all that. As it turns out, the lump on my left ball wasn't a varicose vein, but part of a complex of soft tissues which didn't belong there and which apparently linked my, I'm going to try and pronounce these muscles, holy shit, bulbocavernous muscle, cavernosus, holy shit, and the this word has so many C's in it, I can't even, hold on. Pubococcygeus?
Okay. You're looking at me like I know what you're talking about.
Muscle, and probably others should too. It's not cancer, more a 1 in a million medical oddity.
Which makes you come harder when you fart?
When he farts, it causes his ejaculation. So
that is what the lump on the nuts is?
Yeah, it could. I don't know why.
But wait, do you have to have a hard on or he's never farted before in his life?
I think it's only maybe during a private, intimate, only when he's having sex. If he farts during sex, does he come?
You better have a pretty understanding partner.
Why would it cause this phenomenon? Unless I had literally never farted while having a boner before that moment in my entire life.
Can I tell you, every dude listening is going to try now.
Yeah, I mean,
why not? That's weird. So it caused the ejaculation?
Yeah.
Huh. I wonder if if it has anything to do with the prostate.
No, it just says that it's a
Bilbo Baggins lump.
It's a complex of soft tissues which didn't belong there. So it looks like it combined two different muscles together in some sort of weird.
I mean, I don't know enough about anatomy, and I'm not a doctor, but I don't know how that connects to a butthole fart.
I mean, I feel like everything from the asshole to your nuts region are somehow connected.
Yeah, but it's just air. Why does just gas coming out make you come harder?
I don't know.
I mean, everybody's going to try it. Hey, by the way, if it works for anybody else, let us know.
Definitely let me know. I would like to know, but I don't want to see.
By the way, it's such a weird, because I'm glad he's got a wife, because what a tough thing to explain to a new partner. Hey, just so you know, right before I'm about to come, I'd clear out because I'm going to fart.
Or just know if I fart, it might be a premature. But he said he ejaculates with no orgasm. So
which doesn't make sense
at all, because does that mean he can then keep going and then have another orgasm without farting, or does it just ruin the whole thing?
He ejaculates without orgasm, so there's no feeling to it?
It's just like a friendly fire. It is. It's friendly fire is what it is.
Holy shit. That actually sounds terrible.
Right? That's what I'm saying. Imagine just go there's just a serial ejacufartist who's just walking around.
Ejacufartist?
Yeah, who's just running around farting, but also just ejaculating on people.
Ejacufart honestly feels like a Chris Angel show.
Mind freak.
Ejacufart. Chris Angel, Ejacufart.
I'd rather go see Ejacufart than fucking Mind Freak.
Me too. I'd rather see Ejacufart than what he's doing right now. He's doing one giant mind Ejacufart.
He's doing one giant.
God damn.
Yeah, it's fucking terrible.
We're in Australia, everybody.
Aussie.
Dude, I wrote.
If I do that on stage, you think it'll work?
We'll find out. You tried it last time you were there.
Did I?
Yeah.
Did it work?
I forget.
I'm trying it again, Australia. So
I wrote a song for Australia that I cannot wait to sing.
I know. I'm excited.
It's going to be so good. We're there now, but we sold out Adelaide, so we're adding another show.
Sick ass.
Yep. You say thick ass?
Sick ass.
Oh.
Because that's what they say in Australia and Hawaii. Sick ass. Like sick and then AS, not ass, not ASS, but like sick ass.
Ass.
Like that's sick as fuck. Just like sick ass.
Okay. Tell everybody what's going on.
So yeah, comedianjoshua.com for tour dates and tickets. Also, don't forget to vote on whose sweater is better. Better sweater is definitely me. He's in a cardigan, so it doesn't count, but I'm in an Adventure Time.
You're not in a sweater, dude. That is a pullover.
Whatever
hoodie.
it is, it's a sweater. It's just in the category. I don't know.
It's not in the category of sweater. God damn, that's not a sweater.
The way you said that had so much desperation in it. That was the sweater. It was like you were going, Stella.
Dude, name the movie or play that Stella is from.
Modern Family? I know it's not right, but I remember they did it in an episode of Modern Family where Cam runs around looking for their dog named Stella. So
it's not Modern Family, you fuck. I'll give you 3 guesses what it's from.
Ooh. Modern Family.
Either name the original actor in the movie.
I don't know. I know that it's from something and it's famous, but I don't know what it's from. That's why I said Modern Family.
Oh my God. I'm surprised. Did you get that from TikTok, you fuck?
What? Stella? I got it from Modern Family.
Stop saying that. It's from Streetcar Named Desire.
No idea what that is. I mean, I do, but I've never seen it.
Okay.
ComedianJoshua.com for tour dates and tickets. Josh Wolf Comedy on all platforms.
Let me just say, everybody.
On TikTok, Jake_Wolf on Instagram.
Can I say real quick before I get the messages? I know I did a terrible job as a parent. If he thought that, so save your comments.
Have you gotten any of those about me being a drug addict yet? Because I have.
No, I got some of those.
I know you did. Yeah, I did too.
Yeah, I
think is so dumb. They're like, I think it's bad parenting, and I'm like, I think you're fucking stupid because it has nothing to do with my parents.
I have gotten a lot of if you weren't such a bad parent, your kid wouldn't be a
I've seen them too, and I think it's the fucking dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, it makes me feel pretty good about myself.
I mean, come on, do you actually take any of that to heart?
No, but whenever something happens with your kid, you can't help look at yourself.
Sure.
So I understand. I took a lot more responsibility initially. And after talking to people and being like, did your parents do drugs? And I'm like, no. And they're like, did you do drugs? I'm like, a lot. And they're like, okay. Did them not doing drugs make you do drugs? And I'm like, no. They're like, okay, so he's a grown up who had his own,
who made my own fucking decisions. Yeah. It's not like I was doing, and also I wasn't doing it underage under your roof and like while I was at home.
And I don't do cocaine.
Anywho, I don't know where I was. ComedianJoshua.com for tour dates and tickets. Josh Wolf Comedy on all platforms. It's Jake Wolf on TikTok. Jake_Wolf on Instagram. I hope everybody has a great day, night, afternoon, wherever the fuck you are, wherever you're listening. Thank you guys so much always for tuning in. And as always, do something nice for someone. Tell somebody you love them. Talk to you later.
Hey, if you like this podcast you just watched, you're going to love the one I'm popping up in your face right now. Check it out.